Prime Minister Narendra Modi, addressing the nation from the historic Red Fort on Monday on 75th anniversary of India's independence, listed out 5 pledges the citizens must take to fulfill the dream of freedom fighters for India by 2047. They are to work towards the development of India, no form of slavery or subjugation, and to erase all forms of colonial baggage, to display pride in the heritage of the country, to find unity among 130 crore Indians, and that all citizens, including the Prime Minister, Chief Ministers, and other leaders, must fulfill their duties as citizens. He also said that the next 25 years were crucial for India's development and future. To mark India's 75th anniversary of independence, the Indian Navy ships made commemorative visits to overseas ports on every continent except Antarctica and hoisted the national flag atop the ships in front of the prominent local dignitaries and members of the Indian diaspora. INS Tarkash celebrated Independence Day in Brazil, INS Tabar at Mombasa Port in Kenya, INS Tarangani in Canary Wharf in London, INS Chennai in Muscat in Oman, and INS Ship Sumedha at Fremantle Port in Australia. India celebrated 75th anniversary of its independence on Monday with fervour across the country. Notably, for the first time, a homegrown howitzer gun was used for the ceremonial 21-gun salute during the ceremony at Red Fort. The advanced towered artillery gun system has been developed under the government's Make in India initiative by the DRDO. Making a special mention of the indigenous artillery gun, Prime Minister Narendra Modi called for furthering self-reliance in different sectors while charting out the roadmap for India's growth and development in the next 25 years. He also said that a self-reliant India was not a government program but a mass movement for the society to take forward. India has received congratulatory messages from across the world on 75 years of independence. In line with this, European Space Agency astronaut Samantha Cristoforetti also congratulated India and ISRO from the International Space Station. It is a pleasure to congratulate India on its Independence Day. Expanding our partnership with ISRO and exploring the universe together is a goal for all of us, she said. Cristoforetti also wished ISRO luck with its Gaganyaan mission. Meanwhile, ISRO thanked NASA, European Space Agency, and International Space Station for their wishes. There was an air of festivity and feeling of pride and patriotism across India on the occasion of Independence Day on Monday. The same was seen in Jammu and Kashmir. Tricolour was hoisted on the top of the historic clock tower in Srinagar's Lal Chowk. Also, Bharat Mata Ki Jai slogans were raised. Moreover, as per reports, people have participated in large numbers in the government's Har Ghar Tiranga campaign across the region. A list of the best 200 mid-sized businesses in the Asia-Pacific area has been released by Forbes Asia in its 2022 edition. 24 Indian businesses have made it to the best under $1 billion list this year. These are publicly traded businesses with yearly revenues under $1 billion. In terms of Asian nations, India is at 4th place, one spot ahead of China, which had 22 enterprises on the list. With 30, Taiwan has the most publicly traded companies, followed by Japan with 29 and South Korea with 27. The body of Lance Naik Chandrasekhar Harbola of 19 Kumaon Regiment, who died in an avalanche in 1984 while on patrol duty in Siachen during Operation Meghdut, has been found after 38 years. A resident of Almora district in Uttarakhand, the Lance Naik was 28 years old at that time. He had joined the Indian Army in 1975. His body will reach his ancestral village on Tuesday, where his now 65-year-old wife and 2 daughters will pay their last respects. Chandrasekhar Harbola's last rites will be conducted with full military honors. Industrialist Mukesh Ambani and his family have received threat calls as per reports. The calls were received on the number of Reliance Foundation's Harski Sanders Hospital. Meanwhile, a case has been registered and a 36-year-old man has been taken into custody by the Mumbai police for questioning. Notably, last month, the Supreme Court had ruled that Mukesh Ambani and his family in Mumbai can continue to have security provided by the central government, dismissing a petition challenging the provision. 2 personnel of Assam Rifles were injured during a gunfight with suspected members of the National Socialist Council of Nagaland or NSCN in Nagaland's Mon district on Monday morning. As per reports, the injured security personnel were evacuated to Jorhat Air Force Hospital. The incident comes just a week after militant groups along the India-Myanmar border fired on the Assam Rifle troops in Nagaland's Tirap district, in which a JCO had sustained minor injury. The Taliban regime in Afghanistan has asked India to complete the development projects it had started in that country. The Foreign Ministry spokesman Abdul Kahar Balki said that they hoped that there will be a move forward from the humanitarian aspect to the development aspects. Notably, India has supplied 40,000 tons of food grain to Afghanistan amidst starvation issues there. India has not recognized the new regime in Afghanistan and has been pitching for the formation of a truly inclusive government in Kabul. However, External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar said recently that India will continue its people-to-people relationship in view of its long historic ties with the Afghan society.